Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center. This is their parking lot. Don't know if it's visible in this video, but there are planters along the edges with landscaping and their parking lot underneath the building and outside. And this is the Esplanade. Somebody was asking in a previous video or picture that I took of this part of the beach area with a caption, "Georgetown is a beach town." So one of my friends from the US asked, why aren't there people sunbathing on the beach if it's a beach? And so I had to explain that sunbathing is not a thing in places where black and brown people live. It's a thing only in Europe and North America, because it's something that people who are melanin challenged do. People who have light skin is sunbathe. People who have darker skin, and 95% of the population here in Guyana has darker skin. Dark skinned people don't sunbathe, and that's why the beach is always free from sunbathers. So, as I was saying, the Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center, if you Google or you search any of the sites for hotels, Expedia and so on, you'll find that the prices of hotels in the Georgetown area tend to be around 100 to 200 US dollars per night. But here at the Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center, I guess they have their own website. You can go to their website and check. It's somewhere around $500, $520 per night. And the price of a room at the Marriott, which is next door to the Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center, the price there is $500 and above. As much as $579 a night is what I've seen. So this is what the hotel industry is doing in Georgetown, Guyana. I just showed you the new Marriott, Courtyard Marriott that's being built at the airport, Chetty Jagan International Airport. And some of you will wonder again at the price. There's another Marriott hotel, that's AC Marriott. It's time for me to go and take a look at that one again, being built at the Ogle Airport. That is Eugene F. Coraya's airport at Ogle. And some of you will ask about the price. Well, based on the price of these new hotels here in Georgetown, you can expect the price to be somewhere around $500 US dollars per night at the Marriott. Until there are a significant number of hotels of this caliber in Guyana, that's going to be the price you pay, right? And it's not necessarily price gouging, it's just supply and demand. There needs to be a lot more of these hotels. When we get to maybe 30 or 40 of these hotels, when we have Hyatt Regency and we have Doubletree and Hilton, along with Marriott and Pegasus and all the other brands, when you have that many hotels, then the price will come down. I remember staying at the Traders Hotel and their group, the Shangri-La group in Asia. I don't even know how much I paid because I stayed so long that the hotel stay was free. I got so many free nights. So until we get to that point where we have so many hotels that the competition brings down the price, you can expect prices like $400 a night at the Best Western and $500 a night at the Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center. And that's the long and short of it. It has nothing to do with price gouging. It has to do with supply and demand. Right, for those of you who are still trying to understand what's going on with the prices, why are prices so high in Guyana? Why is it that some items, including some items for food, items of food fruits and vegetables, why are they so expensive in Guyana? It's again supply and demand. A lot of it is the fact that inflation has caused a lot of the prices to go up. What inflation means is that demand goes up, but the supply is not increased, right? So if the supply of cars, for example, don't increase to match the demand for cars, then the price will go up, which is what happened during the pandemic in the US. The problem with that kind of inflation is the price doesn't come down. That would mean deflation, and the government does a lot to prevent deflation. So this is what's happening here, guys. Every now and then I bring you an update on what's happening here at the Kingston seawall, and this is what is happening here on Wednesday. Wednesday, 29th of August. They're still working on it. It's still growing and a little different every time I come. It's a little changed, sometimes for the better, sometimes with better amenities. Some of it sometimes is broken. It needs to be fixed. But this is what's happening here at Kingston Seawall Promenade, Esplanade. If you want to see more content like this, like I said, that's the Marriott here, Kingston Marriott, where most of the clients are business travelers with ExxonMobil. So they're booked out most of the year, and that's why their price can be $579 a night, because it's basically catering for the business travelers. It is, in fact, a high quality of venue, that is restaurant, to stay at, because the standards are still tacking closely to what Marriott demands for its properties. And if you stay at Marriott, you probably have known and experienced some of these standards before. It's going to be the same, because it's a franchise, right? There's a franchise that governs these hotels. What seems to be a problem is external maintenance. This one was for sale, but the government has not succeeded in finding a buyer for it. It's still owned by the people of Guyana, by the National, Investments Corporation Limited, NICIL, which is a fund that was created from the divestment, that is the sale of nationalized industries in Guyana, when the government decided to sell some of the companies like Gaisuko property and so on that was owned by the government. That fund was used, the money from those sales was used to build this Marriott hotel and so on. So that's why it's owned by the people of Guyana. But the newer hotels that are being built now are actually owned by investors. Pegasus Suite is actually built by a group of investors led by the guy who runs Stock Feeds. Stock Feeds is a company that produces feed for livestock in Guyana, and so on. So that's the nature of business in the hotel industry in Guyana. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. We're straight ahead of us. That is the Benab